Rowdy Ronda Rousey has apparently been getting rowdy backstage. The reports are that she is furious after losing her main event spot at WrestleMania 38 Night 1. Welcome back, guys, to Fog Wrestling. Now, normally, I don't listen to the dirt sheets. They're full of shite, especially Dave Meltzer. In terms of talking shite and making up lies, I would give Dave Meltzer 5 stars, 100%. So don't normally listen to the dirt sheets. However, when there's negative stuff about Ronda Rousey, then sometimes I take it with a grain of salt. Sometimes I actually tend to believe it might be true. And Brian Alvarez of F4W Online has reported that Rousey was, quote, angry about losing her main event slot. He went on to say, here's the deal, quote, for those of you that want to know, so on Tuesday, Ronda was doing an interview and she said she was going on last. She was the main event. On Monday, Kevin Owens said, I'm the main event. Ronda thought that she was going last. She wasn't. Kevin Owens' show was going on last. When she found out, she was furious. I was told one person who knows her, so I presume that this is true, said that she was so mad yesterday, Friday, that she walked out so that she wasn't at the WWE Hall of Fame. Cooler heads prevailed, I guess, and she showed up today. End quote. So apparently, according to Brian Alvarez, once she found out she wasn't going on last, she was furious. She left the WWE. She left to the Hall of Fame. She did not show up at the Hall of Fame. And she wasn't there, to be fair. So, I mean, I guess that kind of does add up. But Rousey has addressed these reports, and she says on Twitter, quote, I don't know where these reports come from, but it was an absolute honour to perform under Steve Austin at WrestleMania in Texas. I wasn't at the Hall of Fame because I have a 6-month-old baby I had to put to sleep early. People are literally creating drama out of thin air. End quote. So that's how Ronda Rousey responded to this article here, this report by Brian Alvarez. Now, first off, it's not like, if she is furious, she's hardly going to come out and say, yeah, it's a joke, Steve Austin's a bum and I should be the main event. Even if she feels that way, she isn't going to come out and say that. So I would expect nothing less than her to come out and say something along the lines of, it's an honour to perform under Steve Austin, whether she believes that or not. And then she says the reason she wasn't at the Hall of Fame is because she has a 6-month-old baby. But if you look at the Hall of Fame, arguably, the second most important night of the year, are you telling me that she couldn't get a babysitter? What was she doing last night when she wrestled Charlotte Flair? I mean, who was putting the baby to bed early on night 1 of WrestleMania? Could that same person not have put the baby to bed on the Hall of Fame night? To me, that just does not make sense. So the fact that she did miss the Hall of Fame tells me that perhaps she did storm out and that she wasn't happy with the main event. And I think we all know that Ronda Rousey, she doesn't take losing in the UFC very well. Basically cried until all the tears, ran out her body, then quit the UFC because she got beat a couple of times. She did not take that very well at all, and I could imagine it would be the same with her losing her main event spot. So, don't know if this is true or not, but it might be. Even though Kevin Owens said he was the main event during this past Monday's Raw, Ronda Rousey also appeared on a Tuesday edition of The Ellen Show and said the following when talking about women, I'm presuming, quote, I'm going to be the main event for the second time. I was part of the first main event with women, and this is now the third, so it's becoming almost something that doesn't need to be mentioned anymore, which is the goal, end quote. So Ronda Rousey referring to the fact that she was the first woman to main event WrestleMania, then Sasha Banks and Bianca Belair did it last year, and she thought she was doing it again this year, so she's thinking it's not becoming such a big deal that we need to mention it because it's happening more regularly. So it would appear on Tuesday that Ronda Rousey believed she is main event, and I guess if she has been told she's the main event and she's on all these shows claiming to be the main event, then it must be a little bit embarrassing to find out that you're no longer the main event. So I could understand Ronda Rousey's frustrations, if I'm being completely honest. I'm sure most people would be annoyed. I mean, if Austin back in the day was told he was the main event and then he found out he wasn't, I'm sure Austin would be furious too. So I'm not surprised. I wouldn't be surprised if Ronda Rousey is indeed furious, but I just don't know why she feels the need to lie about it if she is indeed lying. But no, I 100% agree she would not be happy with this, with the demotion, and she can tweet out whatever she wants, but the tweet doesn't even sound sincere. She said people are literally creating drama out of thin air, which tells me there's something You know, the fact that she added that on at the end just seems like there is something to create drama from, because if there was no drama at all, I can't imagine that's how she would have worded that statement. Plus, she's bringing up the 6-month-old baby, and it just seems like a really bad excuse not to be at the WWE Hall of Fame. So, yeah, guys, I reckon Ronda Rousey is furious. Let me know what you think down below in the comments. But yeah, she should be honoured, because Steve Austin's the man, arguably the biggest, best wrestler of all time. So, yeah, no, you should be honoured to be underneath him at WrestleMania at Texas. But I doubt Ronda Rousey is. Anyway, till next time. Peace.